So you're going to help me narrate this video?
I am indeed.
Thank you. I've never done it before. I don't think I can.
Well, it was the first time for everything, as they say.
Yeah, I'm just adding lye water solution to my oils. And I'm soaping at room temperature. Here comes Gabe. Stirring. I'm just stirring. Let's see if I use the stick blender on this one, or...
Is there any desired way, do's and don'ts, to do the mixing of the lye?
The lye into the oils?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on the design you're making, right? If you blend it for a long time, it'll get nice and thick. If you blend it for, like I'm just doing short bursts, because I don't want it too thick. I want it to behave. I always err on the side of caution with that. And that stick blender drives me nuts, because it's like it's on speed. It makes bubbles everywhere. Then after you blend, you got to stir again to get everything off the bottom and sides and make sure it's all, what is the word? The year of 2020 had the magical word of emulsified over and over and over again on YouTube. Emulsified.
And the right consistency.
Yeah. The dogs are crying. I don't know why I always do that. Just to check the thickness, the trace. That's my piping, and I always put it off to the side first because I don't want to put fragrance in it. Fragrance can mess up your piping.
So, is the piping measured?
No, I wing that.
And the oil, you just wing that too?
The lavender fragrance oil is measured because every fragrance has a different percentage that you're allowed per pound of oil.
Oh, right. So it could be too strong or not strong enough.
Yeah,
You don't measure it out,
yeah. Right? I go towards the high end of what's allowed because I want my bars to smell like really yummy.
Yeah. So
I'm just mixing the fragrance oil in here. This is the part where I get hypnotized because the smell permeates throughout the house.
Do we leave that? No, what's that?
So that's titanium dioxide, oil soluble. It's in the description below the video, and it's my favorite. I've tried about 5 of them, and this is the best I've ever tried, and it's from Amazon, believe it or not.
Well, that looks to me looks like the white filling you get in candy bars.
It works so well.
Creamy and white.
See all the bubbles I get from that stick blender on low? I don't understand.
Are the bubbles a problem though, or not?
Yeah, you don't want bubbles in your soap.
So how do you get them out?
Well, I'm probably going to stir it again and hope they break up here. And also scrape the sides and bottom to make sure everything's actually white. Are you hypnotized?
That's why I'm quiet. I'm falling asleep looking at it thinking.
You want to stick your face in it?
I want to stick my face right in it.
Yeah, but we can't.
It's like cream. Big cream. So, what now then? You have to leave that for a bit? Oh!
No, see, these are glycerin melt and pour soap shreds. Purple and... it looks like a lighter silvery purple and a dark purple. I'm going to mix them into the batter. It's called confetti soap when you do that.
Well, yeah, it looks like confetti, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have to let that... Does that melt into it, or is that for texture?
No. It won't melt. It's going to stay just as it is. But see here, my batter's too thin. So I'm probably going to walk away for 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, I don't know. Come back and make sure it's thicker because I'm adding more. Because those confetti pieces will just fall to the bottom of the loaf if it's not thick enough to support them. I'm poking them. See?
Yeah.
You have to poke them. No, you don't. I don't know why I'm poking them.
What's that purple coconut tobacco that Candy used to get when you were a kid?
You
don't get that?
No.
Just get a little bag.
We didn't have that.
Coconut tobacco.
Coconut tobacco for kids?
Yeah.
That is strange.
So wrong, wasn't it? When we were young, we used to have coconut tobacco.
Oh, yeah. We had candy cigarettes. Yeah.
Candy cigarettes.
Terrible. So I did leave it for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. And it looks thicker now, so it'll support the soap shreds. Plop, plop. I don't know why I love doing that so much, but I have to do it.
It makes me want to put my hands in it. Play around with all the cream and roll it through your fingers. The texture just
it would
crazy.
burn you, baby. It would burn you. Can't touch it.
But that'd be fun though, wouldn't it?
It would be fun. Maybe I can make something like, maybe I can make pudding. We can just stick our faces in it. Just to get over that, you know?
Yeah. And that reminds me of when cement comes out of a truck.
Oh, yeah.
Out, ripples out. The texture again, it's hypnotic.
Yeah.
Now you're getting the last bit out of the bucket.
Yeah, a lot, you know, you don't want to waste, obviously, but cleanup is much easier if you scrape as much as you can out of your bowls, right? You know I hate cleaning up after.
Oops, I think there's an advert alert there. I think that we saw a little advert on the bucket. I hope we didn't see that.
Really?
The stickers.
Oh, those are dollar store buckets. That's no biggie. So this is back to my piping now. It already looks pretty thick. Been sitting.
And did you put some more of
titanium dioxide? Yeah.
It just looks like yogurt, doesn't it? You know, just.
Yeah, it does look like yogurt. Or like, it looks like cottage cheese without the lumps. I love cottage cheese.
I don't know, every time I see Jess make these soaps, I always want a cake and a coffee, because they all look so yummy.
And I can't bake, so I'm literally torturing you, right?
Yeah. And I can't bake either. I can cook.
You're a great cook, though. I'm spoiled with your cooking. And your cleaning. You do most of the housework while I'm making soap.
Well,
it's
a man's world, isn't it?
You're such a good man. You're such a good man. So that's oil with light purple metallic mica. Mica. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I'm going to drizzle it down the side of the piping bag.
Looks like mercury. Yeah.
That would be weird. Can you imagine?
I bet at one time they did put mercury in that kind of stuff. The artists put mercury in certain kinds of paint.
Yeah, but not in soap.
No.
That'd be frightening.
Yeah, we'd all be mad as asses.
Yeah.
If we washed our face and soaked the mercury in.
I think so. Yeah, see how thick that is already? Sometimes I have to wait, seems like an hour for it to thicken. But titanium dioxide will help things thicken up. So, well, I don't know, that doesn't make sense, because I always use TD in my piping, and sometimes I have to wait forever for it to set up. Could be a temperature thing. I don't know the name of that piping tip. I'm really bad for that. Sorry.
It just reminds me of the ice cream man who used to come round and used to get an ice cream with it poured into it and a flake and sprinkles on the top and then some chocolate sauce or whatever.
Yeah. What was that word you told me before about ice cream that I never heard of?
A cornet.
A cornet.
Yeah, we have these cornets in the UK. They're like little funnels and you stuff with ice cream and you put flakes in and
I can't
sprinkles
even
and
picture that.
Syrup and butterscotch.
That's called a cornet?
Yeah. Oh, you might know them as a cone over here.
What? You're telling me a cornet is just a cone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something like super special, you know, only in the UK can you ever find a cornet.
Yeah, it's strange. But you're saying now things are called things different.
Yeah. Oh, we've been through a million words like that, you and I. So now I've learned a new one. That's glycerin, melt and pour. Amethyst stones.
They look so real.
They do right now. And they look okay. And those are soap dough balls. And you spray them with alcohol and then spray them with mica.
Just look like
to get the color,
don't they?
Yeah.
This is the most intricate part of doing the soap, I feel. This is where your attention to detail has to be spot on.
Yeah, it takes forever, this part. That's why I speed it up. I don't know anybody who would want to watch like every embed go on a loaf of soap, but I mean,
I think a lot of people would because of the texture.
So?
It's pleasing on the eye. Like again, it still makes you want to have lots of cake and coffee.
Does it make you want to eat pearls?
Yeah, crunchy them. I think they'd be crunchy them. Like crunchy
candy pearls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever eat those
Obviously.
gobstoppers? Did you have gobstoppers in the UK? Those
Yeah,
like ones,
jawbreakers, yeah.
yeah,
And
the
they were
ones that
just
were
so
this
bad.
big that you couldn't fit in your mouth.
Lasted
That's
6 months.
sea salt. That's sea salt right there. Spray it in alcohol, spray it with your mica powder, and just let it dry.
These embeds are fantastic though, the way you can make them out of, things where they're going to work well with the soap.
Do you know I put a gobstopper in my mouth when I was younger that was so big I couldn't get it out of my mouth and my tongue was bleeding?
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Do you ever lick a fence in the winter?
No, we didn't do that in the UK.
We
Do it
did.
and your tongue sticks to it, eh?
We did. I mean, I should say I did. That's white mica. So I'm just gonna, it just gives it a little bit of shimmer.
And again, just a beautiful creation of the soap, and still makes you want to have
Oh,
cake.
this is my new favorite, okay? You can get it on Amazon. It's biodegradable, chunky glitter, and I still have to add the link in my description, but it comes in a pack of about 10 colors. Very affordable, biodegradable, which is important these days.
Look like diamonds.
Here's a close-up.
And my favourite bit is coming up.
Is it?
When you slice it all up.
Slice and dice. What makes that your favorite part?
They just like, I can imagine you just giving it to me, and I just take a big bite of it and have a drink of coffee. It's so yummy looking.
So it looks like food to you when it's done?
It does, and that looks like the top of a trifle when it has the sprinkles on it.
A trifle. Remember when I didn't know what a trifle was?
You know what it is? You have a different name for it, but
Yeah, maybe.
there's jello in it and custard.
I hate
cream.
custard. See now this soap I liked it until I sliced it.
I think it's beautiful.
I don't know how to say it.
Well, the embeds probably look a bit phallic.
That's it. I didn't want to say that. And you know what? Like I don't have it on camera, but I couldn't figure out how to cut. I can't explain it. Couldn't figure out how to cut it. I was putting it on its side and all this stupid stuff, and then I realized all I had to do was slide the loaf back towards, the back of the cutter, and it would fit under the wire. Kind of dumb. I trip up over the simple stuff. What can I say? I don't know. What do you think? When it's cut, it just looks weird to me. I still think it looks okay though, or is it like obscene?
Yeah, no, it looks great.
You don't find it obscene?
No,
maybe look
people
at
probably laugh at it.
They laugh at it. Yeah, well, as long as they're smiling, right?
Well, a bit of fun.
Oh my! Don't. We're gonna have to cut.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
What?
What you just said. That's okay. Beep beep beep. The last piece looks okay to me because I didn't have enough embeds. I never count them right.
Look at the texture of the soap.
Yeah, it's gone now, baby.
Well, I enjoyed doing that, and
would you like to narrate with me, like from now on, for the rest of your life, like sign a contract?
Probably.
See, you're used to it because you're a singer.
Yeah, it's good fun, and I love watching you make these creations.
It's not like taking too much time out of your day?
No.
Okay, do you want to do 10 more now?
Yeah, we'll do 10 more.
Okay.
Many